Afghanistan has its roots in history. We are all too familiar with the invasion and occupation of Afghanistan by the former Soviet Union in 1979. Among others, over 3,000 volunteers from several Arab countries, including Osama bin Laden, I repeat again, Osama bin Laden, were smuggled into Afghanistan. They were trained and funded by Western supporters of the Afghan Mujahideen. Afghanistan was the lost frontier of the Cold War. It was won by the free world. As a result, the Soviet army withdrew. And with that, the people of Afghanistan won against a mighty neighboring superpower. It was a watershed victory, a momentous event which we believe led to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. The tragedy began as soon as the last Russian soldier walked over to the Soviet territory across the Amu Darya. The Western countries, exactly about the same time, disengaged themselves from Afghanistan, abandoning the people of that country to a life of poverty, misery, and corruption. After the war, Afghanistan was completely destroyed. Its schools, clinics, roads, bridges, farms, all in ruins. The West shied away from the economic reconstruction of Afghanistan. It then needed a mini Marshall Plan. Left to themselves in poverty, squalor, and hopelessness, the Afghan factions began to shoot at each other. It is believed that there would have been no 9/11 if the West had stayed fully engaged with the people of Afghanistan. The Arab volunteers, who along with their Afghan comrades fought against the Soviets, had no home to go anywhere. They were not even allowed to re-enter their own native countries, and they were no longer too welcome in Afghanistan. This was the time when the Taliban acquired a critical mass of their own. The Soviet occupation of Afghanistan left Pakistan with 3 million Afghan refugees, a number which we continue to host even today, 20 years after the Soviet withdrawal. Another 3 million Afghan refugees have melted into our society, acquiring Pakistani identity cards and identity document under fake declarations. Now the monster of Taliban is threatening peace, security, and regional stability. It is worrisome for all of us. No country has greater stakes in Afghanistan, sovereign, united, at peace with itself and its neighbors. Let me state that Pakistan is doing its best to neutralize the threats to peace and stability along the Afghanistan-Pakistan border. We have deployed over 125,000 troops to fight the militants on our western borders. We have arrested over 600 Al-Qaeda and Taliban terrorists. Pakistan has suffered more casualties than the ISAF, NATO, and Afghan National Army combined. We are doing more. However, we would like to caution that everybody has to do something. We call on our friends and allies to strengthen our capability, provide us with the wherewithal, and give us the resources. We will fight against the militants and defeat them. We have a homegrown counter-terrorism strategy. While we thank for the assistance being extended by the international community in our anti-terror effort, we call for immediate cessation of drone attacks on targets inside Pakistan. We ask our friends to share credible intelligence with us, and based on that, our security forces will swing into action and neutralize the targets. The continuing drone attacks are a violation of our national sovereignty. They are counterproductive and swelling the ranks of militants. It is evident that a large number of civilians have been killed against a handful of so-called high-value targets by the drone attacks. The problem of militancy is essentially internal to Afghanistan. lay down their arms. Second, we would like to promote development, which means that for social economic empowerment of people in the terrorism, fascism, extremism. Last of all, that use of force against militants who do not recognize the ongoing law enforcement action in SWAT and in Broadly speaking, we call for a peaceful settlement of regional disputes involving human rights and fundamental freedoms of people under occupation, Palestine and Kashmir. People of Pakistan continue to render great sacrifices in the campaign against terrorism. They are paying in blood and tears. Equally, our armed forces have valiantly fought and defeated the agents of terror. They are offering supreme sacrifices. Over 3 million people have been dislocated because of the ongoing enforcement action in SWAT.